some trick shots as the tournament
He was
goes on.
unseated.
Somebody didn't know.
Somebody didn't know.
And you know what? We see one of those people that actually both of these players sent to losers by Ray. Both all the people left in the losers bracket have been sent to such a bracket by the man sitting in grand finals, Ray. And here are two of them duking it out in losers semifinals to make it deeper into the tournament. We got Tam with the Cloud and Grayson with the Rob as usual. Let's get to it.
This is a matchup that I know Grayson does not like. I do believe he thinks that Cloud does win the matchup, but we're going to see if Tam can't. Rob lives those. It's basically just a little bit off to snap the ledge there, but Rob does live those, meaning that Tam is going to be put at a pretty bad disadvantage early on.
Yeah, that is unfortunate to see right there, but hey, you know what? Sometimes when you're off stage against a Rob, you just gotta go for it, right?
I love the pressure there at the ledge. That was really good for Grayson. Grayson has been grinding these Wi-Fi tournaments.
Mm-hmm.
Like every time I follow new stream, he's got a lot of Wi-Fi tournaments going on.
Man is definitely not letting even a global disaster get in the way of him and his Smash dominance. But you know, we mentioned this earlier. Grayson has won the last 3 Ultimate Shockwave onlines, and now he's looking for the 4-peat. But you know, he's got to do it from the losers bracket, which is something he hasn't had to do just yet. And he's able to body block him as the Rob, keep the Cloud from touching that ledge. And this is vintage online Grayson. Look at the extensions.
that was the nastiest 34%.
I think one of my favorite, especially as somebody who lives in DFW, I've grown to appreciate so finely the drag down up air from Rob. It's so nice. Drag down up airs are objectively cool, but from a heavy character like Rob, it's even better.
Yeah, drag downs are some of the sickest things. Ooh, getting that first stock finally. 149.
But 80% here for Tam. I mean, you go off stage once and you're gonna have some trouble out there. Very good by Tam to make it back.
As soon as you were saying it, that was gonna happen.
I was saying it because I knew it was about to happen, but there Tam loses the limit there on that gyro and actually loses the cross slash as well because of it. Be careful of that. Nice tech.
Yeah, that was a super important. No, you just.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't make a difference. It doesn't make a damn bit of difference, but it was nice anyways.
I've never seen anyone tech that, by the way. I've never seen anyone tech that.
Oh yeah, no, me either. I almost did not know it was possible. But I mean, in theory, it should be possible, right? It's just you gotta know when the invincibility runs out.
Really expecting it.
Honestly, I just want to point out, like, I just had that revelation, right? The only way you're gonna be able to tech that is if you understand when that ledge invincibility is gonna run out, and then you tech immediately when that happens. And you were saying this earlier. And you were saying this earlier. Tam has demonstrated perfect knowledge of just what that invincibility running out looks like in this game.
Yeah, that's something that Tam's really, really good at. I think there was this Twitter clip of everyone being able to catch gyro from ledge jump. I feel like that's like the next level of the meta. Like, why put yourself in that tech situation when you could just jump and catch the gyro?
And if you haven't seen, there have been a couple of video tutorials lately kind of showing off how to deal with projectiles at ledge like that, particularly with that gyro. So I would recommend going and hunting those down and checking them out. I'm not going to explain them all because we got a match going on. This is only a 2 out of 3, the last 2 out of 3 of the night, but a 2 out of 3 nonetheless. And Grayson, that means, is 1 game away from moving on to losers finals. And we got to see Tam slow that roll.
Absolutely. He's doing a good job of it right now. Off to a better start than he was the last game. But 67%, 8-3 now for Grayson. This is Tam's off to a roll. And this is what happened with the red game as well. Is that like game 2 he just like went on a tear and it went to game 3. And that's exactly what's going on right now. Grayson almost got that late beam. You know what he does.
Yeah.
Ran out of fuel.
Definitely ran out of fuel there. It's just sometimes you look at it and you go, "You good, buddy? You all right?"
It looks so wrong.
You don't really understand what's happening sometimes. You're like, oh, I guess he did run out of fuel. Like, it's the only logical conclusion, right? Great recovery by Tam, by the way.
Doesn't even burn the limit, but he does there. That was my least favorite interaction, by the way. Him clanking so hard with the gyro from the up smash.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that might look like an impressive ledge guard, but that's something that Grayson has lather, rinsed, repeat so many times. Not even just against a Cloud, but that's something that you got to learn how to do as a Rob, is pick up that particular ledge guard. Laser then sets up into the gyro when an opponent tries to recover low. I mean, he knows how to play this character.
Absolutely.
Oh, man, yeah, Grayson, honestly, not down by a lot anymore. Wonderful DI by Tam to not get hit by that downer.
I almost fell out of my chair real bad.
I don't blame you.
Are you dead?
You're gonna fall out of your chair for that one, bro? Like, honestly, like, there's some times where Grayson just finds extensions that are unbelievable to me. I can't imagine how he finds the time to, like, lab it. It seems like he has every single, like, hit interaction. He knows the behavior of this character so perfectly well. I don't get it. This man knows everything about Rob.
Yeah, it turns out when you're a really good Rob, you're gonna have crazy setups like that.
No,
Grayson
everything.
sure does. Oh, the jab lock messed up. I don't understand what causes that, but Grayson followed up really nicely.
All right, Tam air dodging away, actually into the gyro, and now into the end of the set. You hate to see it go down that way, but man, sometimes when you're just up against that Rob off stage, you know, or in that disadvantage, the panic sets in, and man, if Grayson's not the kind of guy to make that panic happen, then I don't think there's a Rob out there that can do it. So he's going to be moving on, the 2-0 victory over Tam into losers finals.
Who do we have on the other side? Oh, that was loser semis. Oh goodness.
Mm-hmm.
I did not even really think about that. Is Alien play Greninja? Is this the world we live in?
This is the world we live in. Oh.
I'm kind of tripping right now. It's Greninja. I don't know what that's about.
Maybe that was part of the idea. I'd buy it, but only for like $1.
Yeah, not for a lot of money, but some nonetheless.
So we got 2 more sets to play. Well, potentially 3 sets, but 2 more matchups of players to watch here. First of all, we've got losers finals here. Grayson going to be sticking around to fight Yo, who we saw playing very well earlier, but did not get the chance to play Grayson yet. So this is going to be a new match, but the winner of this gets the rematch with the one that sent him into losers bracket going into grand finals. But that question remains to be answered. Just who is moving on there?
Yeah, this has got to be a Game & Watch matchup, right? Yo's going to play Game & Watch in this?
Might. No, definitely no way there's Belmont, because that you get edge guarded way too easily on that.
Yeah.
There are a lot of options, man.
Game & Watch notoriously does really well against Rob. So we're going to see if that's the case whenever Yo likes to show up.
Hey, Cultist, how do you feel about Goof Troop?
Goof Troop?
Yeah.
That is...
Sorry, not Goof Troop, but I'm thinking that's the game. How do you feel about a Goofy movie?
Ooh, it's been a hot minute since I've seen that movie. I'm not gonna lie to you.
But answer my question.
It does have an emotion attached to it.
Yeah.
How do I define that emotion? It's very neutral. I'm very neutral to the Goofy movie. Like
It makes me feel something. It makes me feel nothing.
Yeah, it makes me feel something, but it's not like a positive or negative emotion. It just
it just makes you feel.
Yeah.
I can agree.
It makes me aware.
I think this is how I feel about that movie, is that it makes me feel very emotional, and then 5 minutes later I'm like, why did a Goofy movie almost make me cry? Am I 4 years old?
I'm the cry master. I will cry at anything, dude.
Dude, me too.
I think I've cried at every single series I've watched in quarantine.
That's fair. That's
every
fair.
Single one.
I will tell you though, my dad is the master of crying at anything. I know I've told this story on stream before. I know I've told it more than once actually. During
I have never heard the story.
I love this. So my dad cries at like everything, and like so like I was really laughing because he went to go see Big Hero 6 with me, and I already knew what happened in that movie. So like he cried, and then like Baymax comes back, and he's like, "Oh, he comes back," and I was like, "Yeah." But my favorite thing that he ever.
I have also cried during Big Hero 6.
Oh, I cried during Big Hero 6 too. That shit. I can't say that, but that movie did hit me, right?
Hey, whoa, Kimono.
Here's the thing. Look, I'm sitting in my house, all right? I'm in a different mindset entirely. But anyways, to wrap up the story, Virgin American Airlines, their safety briefing video is like a musical, and my dad cried at that, and I thought that was funny.